Hello, and welcome to Particle Word for Word, the podcast where we bring Particle WA's stories to life. I'm your host, Morgan Knoxley. Today, we're diving into the escalating issue of underwater noise pollution, a topic that explores how human activities are transforming the ocean into a cacophonous environment, affecting marine life in profound ways. Everything in today's episode comes straight from a Particle WA article, ensuring you get the story exactly as it was written. To take us through today's story, here's the article, Are We Drowning Out the Sounds of the Sea? By Melanie, Julien-Martial, originally published on Particle WA, read by Alyshia Gatani.
The sound of waves gently crashing is one of the most relaxing noises. But beneath the surface, things are far less peaceful. The underwater world is becoming increasingly noisy thanks to human activity, and it poses a major threat to marine life. Over the past few decades, the ocean has steadily become louder due to human activity. From the relentless hum of shipping vessels to underwater construction, the ocean is now a noisy place. There are over 50,000 container ships navigating the ocean at any given moment. That's a lot of engine noise. But shipping is not the only culprit. Recreational and tourism boating, military sonar, oil and gas exploration, and even wind farms all contribute to the noise. Sonar systems, which use sound waves to navigate and map the ocean, are particularly loud and disruptive to marine life. Air guns are one of the loudest offenders. Deployed to search the ocean for oil and gas, these guns can be heard up to 4,000 kilometres away and have been linked to multiple mass strandings of marine animals. Sound travels 5 times faster in water than it does in air, making every human-made underwater noise particularly disruptive for ocean dwellers. For marine mammals like whales, dolphins, sea lions and seals, sound isn't just noise, it's their primary mode of communication. The more noise there is in the ocean, the more complicated it is for marine mammals to communicate, avoid predators, locate mates and prey, as well as navigate and rest. Dr. Kate Sprogus is a marine mammal biologist at the University of Western Australia, who researches the effects of underwater noise pollution on humpback whales in the Exmouth Gulf and on short-fin pilot whales off the Canary Islands. If a whale wants to talk to another whale and a ship is passing by, they may not be able to hear each other, says Kate. Ship noise is low frequency and baleen whale song is also low frequency, so the ship noise can mask the whales communicating. Whales also need their rest, particularly when they are nursing their young. In places like the Exmouth Gulf, where female whales are essentially on a milk and nap routine, the disturbance of vessels can wake them up and burn through precious conserved energy. The mother needs to conserve energy because she doesn't feed until she's back in Antarctica, and she's providing milk to her young, says Kate. Noise pollution is also a leading factor for whale strandings. Areas with heavy sonar use often experience increased strandings. This correlation is so strong with some species that scientists regard it as a cause and effect relationship. Even vessels that are used to target whales and dolphins, such as whale watching boats, can become major disruptors, pushing marine mammals from their home territory. For example, in New Zealand's Milford Sound, constant disturbances from tourism vessels has caused a decline in the resident bottlenose dolphin population. With constant vessel disturbances, their numbers have dropped, says Kate. The good news is that, unlike other forms of pollution, underwater noise pollution can be addressed. The advancement of quieter shipping technologies and swapping fuel engines for electric ones are critical for quieter seas. Introducing noise thresholds for vessels that target whales and dolphins and setting speed limits in sensitive areas could also reduce noise pollution and give marine mammals a break from human-made noise. Less disruptive options for seismic surveying for oil and gas are in progress, and with the development of lower amplitude technologies, And loud noises of pile driving for offshore wind farms are being curbed by the development of acoustic bubble curtains. Sound is essential for the survival of our oceans, so we need to take steps to dial down our destructive noise pollution to turn up the volume on the ocean's natural sonic symphony.
This article really highlights something we don't often think about: how human activity is reshaping the ocean soundscape. We tend to imagine the ocean as a peaceful, almost silent place, but for marine life, it's becoming a deafening and disorienting environment. One of the biggest takeaways for me is just how crucial sound is to marine mammals. For whales and dolphins, it's not just noise, it's survival. They rely on it for everything from finding food to caring for their young. When we disrupt that, we're affecting entire ecosystems. And it's not just a distant issue, it's happening in our own backyard, in places like Exmouth Gulf, where whales come to nurse their calves. The good news is that unlike plastic pollution or climate change, noise pollution is something we can dial back almost instantly. Quieter shipping technology, speed limits in sensitive areas, and even just being more aware of our impact can make a difference. That's it for this episode of Particle Word for Word. If you'd like to read the full article or explore more stories like this one, head to particle.scitech.org.au. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.